So we've been doing this series for the past week or two called Soul Sisters. We had the hood stories. Next week we'll do How to Love Your Wife. You know what I'm saying? Or in the next 2 weeks we'll do How to Love Your Wife. Today we want to talk about motherhood in the Bible. You know what I'm saying? Being a mother, the femininity in the Bible. You know what I'm saying? How it captures and how when you see a woman in her femininity, you can see the power or the strength of her by being feminine. These women had sacrifices. These women made sacrifices. These women did things that are so stand out that we still read about them 2, 4, 3,000 years later. You know what I mean? So we're going to start off with Moses' mother in Exodus chapter 2, verse 1. We're going to read that. Y'all got any questions? Y'all can put them in the chat. We got NOJUMPER. He gonna make sure you good. Exodus chapter 2, verse 1. Hold on. It's already fire in this joint. Let's start with Exodus 1 and 15. Let's start there.
Exodus 1 and 15.
1 and 15.
This is the book of Exodus, chapter 1, verse 15. And the king of Egypt spake to the Hebrews midwives, of which the name of the one was Shapar, and the name of the other Paul. And he said,
You familiar with what a midwife is, right? Or midwifery?
That's like the people that take care of kids, like the woman that help the mother deal with the kids.
During what part of motherhood?
Midwife. Would it be after the kids?
During prenatal. You know what I'm saying? So most of the time during prenatal and postnatal, like when they're about to have the child, when they're having the child, most of the times midwives or doulas, you might hear them called. They help deliver the baby. Most of the time it's natural. So like then they help you with the herbs and all of that, how you get yourself back together. You know what I'm saying? All them things that they got. Those are midwomen or women who study midwifery, women who study birth, childbearing, rearing, and all of that stuff. That's what midwives are normally for. All right, go ahead.
16. And he said,
Miss something. So the king of Egypt spoke to the Hebrew midwives, the women who were delivering the children. Think about he's speaking to the NICU or the PICU or the I don't even know what you call the child laboring or the childbearing part of the hospital, but whoever delivered the children, the king is talking to them, and this is what he's saying. Go ahead.
And he said, when he do the office of a midwife to a Hebrew woman,
to the who?
To the Hebrew woman.
That's what we would call back then. You know what I'm saying? So now it's like I'm tripping. So it said to the Hebrew woman. When you do the act of midwifery to the Hebrew woman, go ahead.
Come, and see them upon the stool. If it be a son, then he shall kill him.
This is what the king is telling the women who are delivering babies. You know what this is called today? Abortion. He said, if you have a son, now why do they want to kill the son?
Because the men is what makes the nation.
Most High Christ, are you up to speed? Keep going.
Okay. But if it be a daughter, then she shall live.
Why is that?
I guess you would report them out.
Okay, yes, but remember this is a nation of people, right? So the women still have the same power. You know what I'm saying? Those women are still equally strong. Women learn what you learn, but they don't hold the same masculine power. You know what I'm saying? So a woman like Esther has to win in her femininity. You know what I'm saying? So she's still just as strong, in a sense, but she's not the man. The man gonna come in, he gonna do something to you. Right. But a woman, she's built from the same stock, should I say. You know what I'm saying? So they're gonna keep the woman because they can manipulate, they can take that power and harness it. But a man, you can't, because he's gonna get to 16, 17, and he gonna unalive you while you sleep. Right. You know what I'm saying? You're gonna have an army forming somewhere. But a woman, you can manipulate her power, take that power and harness it and make it yours. Make sense? Go ahead. You got malfunctions?
No. God, verse 17. But the midwife feared God and did not as the king of Egypt commanded them, but saved the men children alive.
Now you know all your abortion scriptures, right? This will be in your abortion breakdown, of course, like you said. The sea monsters, that's one of them. The ostriches, the ostrich with the eggs, that's another one. If you need them, I'll give them to you at the class. You know what I'm saying? The ostriches, this is a whole breakdown. This part of your breakdown for your abortions. Sea monsters, the ostriches, this one, and a few more will come to my head in a minute. But those are definitely the ones. All right. Oh, of course, Deuteronomy, the curses. Yeah, 28. Deuteronomy 28. 55 and 6 and 7. Right. That's just for your notes. All right. Go ahead.
Okay, it's like a calm. 18. And the king of Egypt called for the midwives and said unto them, why have ye done this thing, and have saved the men children alive?
Now, so these women feared the Most High. These midwives, or these women that help deliver babies, feared the Most High, and they saved the man child. They saved the men. Go ahead.
Verse 19. And the midwife said unto Pharaoh, because the Hebrew women are not as the Egyptian women.
Go ahead.
For they are lively.
Good night. Go ahead.
And are delivered ere the midwives come unto them.
Go ahead.
Verse 20. Therefore God dwelt well with the midwives, and the people multiplied and waxed very mighty.
Now, these women saying that the Egyptian women and the Hebrew women are different, right? So they gave them some excuse, said what they said to the Pharaoh, but their main excuse was that they feared the Most High. Right. That's why they let the babies go through. Now Pharaoh mad, like, hey, why y'all let the babies go through? And they're like, yeah, well, you know, these Hebrew women, they don't act like Egyptian women. They way more different. They more lively. They be kicking and screaming, and they want their babies. And I can't do that. They made something up, but really it's because they wanted the child to live. The Lord wanted the child to live. These are the midwives, and I wanted you to read this for a reason. We were gonna start at 2 and 1, but I wanted you to see the midwives. Go ahead.
Tell God. And verse 21. And it came to pass, because the midwives feared God, that he made them houses.
Right.
And Pharaoh charged all his people, saying, every son that is born ye shall cast in the river, and every daughter shall save alive.
Now, Pharaoh's trying to get rid of the power of Israel. He's trying to find where the power is coming from in Israel. So in order to kill the nation, he kills I can say that, or he unalives the man child. This is the story of Moses. So Moses is supposed to be thrown in the river. Go ahead.
God, this is the book of SICARII, chapter 2, verse 1. And there went a man of the house of Levi, and took to wife a daughter of Levi. And the woman conceived, and bare
So now when this woman had a child, right? She took that child and hid him. She made sure he stayed alive. Go ahead.
It's like if I could. When she said he hit him for 3 months, like what did that mean?
She hid him. Like she didn't want Pharaoh to know that she had a child. Nobody knew she had a child, that she was pregnant. For instance, let's say today's time, let's say your rib is pregnant, right? And her father, you don't want her father to know. Or let's say somebody in the world, right? They don't want their dad to know. So for instance, they'll just go down south. You know what I'm saying? Or when they had the child, they'll hide the child for a certain amount of time. So when you see them again, you don't even know they had a child. They probably had a child or got pregnant and had a child. You never even knew. So in this case, she hid the child for 3 months. Nobody knew she had a baby. Nobody knew she was pregnant. The child was, or somebody probably knew she was pregnant. They probably didn't know where to find a baby at. So she hid him. She put it away privately for 3 months. She probably sent him to his uncle's house. You know, Moses had a brother and a sister too, right? So, I mean, he could have been somewhere else. What?
God, if I could, one more question. Did he have like an older brother?
Yeah.
So, why didn't he get up alive?
Maybe for the decree. We didn't read about Aaron yet, though. Go ahead.
Verse 3. And when she could no longer hide him, she took him in an ark of what's that?
Bulrushes. Yeah. Now, remember, the scriptures give us a record, right? If you try to add to the record, then it becomes a philosophy. You know what I mean? So we find this history on purpose and put it together because these scriptures are for us, right? So we'll talk about Aaron at a certain point. And when we talk about Aaron, you can put the pieces together. More so, I want you to focus on the mother at this point.
Okay.
You did what I'm saying? That's what I want you to focus on. What she did. So then she had a child. And because they were unaliving the man children, she hid him for 3 months.
Okay.
And now he's 3 months old, and she can't continue to keep him quiet no more. You know, kids, they don't cry that loud until you get about 5 months, 6 months. Then the cry hits another octave. So at this point, she can't hide him no more. He getting big. He probably eat too much, crying too loud. So she take him somewhere else. Go ahead.
God. And Duba, what's that?
Dad or dog.
A dog.
Mm-hmm.
It was slimed with a pitch and put the children therein.
So now she took the bulrushes, or she took the, I think like weeds or twigs or something, and she made a basket. Go ahead.
Verse 4. No, it's like it. And put the child therein, and she laid it in the flags by the river's brick.
The riverbank. Go ahead.
God. And his sister stood afar off to wit what would be done to him.
This is his sister. His sister was watching him too. His sister is Mariah. She's watching him, or she's watching his mother do this to him. Go ahead.
God. Verse 5. And the daughter of Pharaoh came down to wash herself at the river, and her babes walked along by the riverside. Now,
the daughter of Pharaoh is Pharaoh's daughter, obviously. So she got two. I don't want to call them slaves, but she got two other women with her, right?
It's like called
maids, but it's like her security. You know what I'm saying? It's like a woman walking with two other women for company, witnesses, anything of that nature, so she can be more secure, right? So she's walking with two other women, and the women are with her. Go ahead. I'm trying to say it in a way where we can understand it today in today's time. I don't want to overcomplicate it. You know what I mean? Go ahead.
And when she saw the ark among the flags,
an ark is something that a boat, something that that's floating. So she saw an ark among the flags. Think flags like them cattails. You know what I'm saying? Or something along the sides of the river, like them big tall bushes, right? So she saw something floating in the bushes. Go ahead.
She sent her maid to fetch it.
She said, "Hey, yo, go get, what's that over there? Go grab that for me." Go ahead.
Verse 6. And when she had opened it, she saw the child.
Go ahead.
And behold, the baby wept.
Mm-hmm.
And she had compassion on him.
Mm-hmm.
And said, there is one of the Hebrews child.
Mm-hmm.
Verse 7. Then said his sister to Pharaoh's daughter.
Now, the sister was there. And the sister said to Pharaoh's daughter, she wept and said, "Oh, it's a Hebrew child." Now she said to Pharaoh's daughter, go ahead.
Verse 7. Then said his sister to Pharaoh's daughter, shall I go and call to thee a nurse of a Hebrew woman?
One of the midwives, go ahead.
That she may nurse the child for thee?
Now remember, he's 3 months old. Go ahead.
And Pharaoh's daughter said unto her, take this child away.
No. You skipped something.
And Pharaoh's daughter said to her, go. And the maid went and called the child's mother.
So now, you see what just happened, right?
Yep.
So now Moses' mother put him in the creek or the river, right? The creek. She put him in the creek. Boom. I think that's the Nile. She put him in the river. His sister was there. The same sister is with Pharaoh's daughter. They see a child, and she says, all right, she says, when we go get the child, a Hebrew midwife or a nurse, she go get Moses' mother. Keep going.
Verse 10. And the child grew.
No. Go to 9.
And Pharaoh's verse 9. This is the book of
Exodus.
This is the book of Exodus, chapter 2, verse 9. And Pharaoh's daughter said unto her, take this child away and nurse it for me, and I will give thee thy wages. And the woman took the child and nursed it.
So she was paid to take the child to a Hebrew nurse. And who was the Hebrew nurse? Moses' mother. Keep going. Verse 10.
And she said, because I drew him out of the water.
No, verse 10. Verse, where you at?
Yeah, I'm right here.
Verse 10.
Yeah. And she called his name Moses.
Hold on. Start at verse 10 again?
Start from top?
Yeah.
This is the book of Exodus, chapter 2, verse 10. And the child grew, and she brought him unto Pharaoh's daughter, and he became her son. Mm-hmm. And she called his name Moses. Mm-hmm. And she said, because I drew him out of the water. Mm-hmm. Verse 11. And it came to pass.
Now, let's skip that, right? So now, see what happened, right? Hold on. Huh? All right, good. All right, so yeah, right here. All right, so we're gonna skip that. All right, I was gonna start at go down to 15 through 20, but we won't skip that. All right, you just put that in your notes.
15 to 20.
That's a little bit different, but we're gonna put it in your notes. All right, so we're gonna get We're gonna get Judges 13-2. It's a lot of rough stories ahead.
You said Judges?
Judges 13-2. It's a lot of rough stories. I'm gonna try to stay a little bit more PG so we get into the rough stories. The rough stories, when people start dying off at the end, we go into the rough parts. Like when the mom had to eat her son. Yeah, it's rough. It gets rough. In order when the mom had to split the baby in two. Yeah, they had to cut the baby in half.
It's like, is that one for the king to know? Like,
Mm-hmm.
Okay.
Mm-hmm.
I like that.
And that's another one when the mom had to eat her son. You know what I mean? Then the 7 sons, of course. You know what I'm saying? It's a lot of stories about mothers and what they had to do. You know what I mean? The sacrifice that they kept for their children or for the Most High. Judges 13-2.
It's the book of Judges, chapter 13, verse 2. And there was a certain man of Zorah, of the family of the Danites, whose name was Manoah, and his wife was barren and bare not.
You familiar with this story?
Nah.
All right, what's on Christ? All right, let's go ahead. Keep going.
Verse 3. And the angel of the Lord appeared unto the woman and said unto her, Behold, now there art barren.
Now, behold, now thou art barren. Go ahead.
Come God. And bearest not.
Now, think about this like an angel. Think an angel like a brother in the school, right? The captain, like the sister walking, the sister in the class, right? And the general or the captain or officer say to the sister, like, yeah, today you might be barren, right? It's spiritual. He like, today you might not have children. Today you might not bear. Keep going.
Come God. But thou shalt conceive and bear a son.
He told the sister, like, you might not have children today, but one day you're going to have a child. And when you do have a child, it's going to be a son. This is a prophet. Go ahead.
Come God. Now therefore, beware, I pray thee, and drink not wine nor strong drink, and eat not any unclean thing.
Now, here's the heavy part. Because what does she have to do in order for this to be true?
She had to
believe. She has to believe the prophet. She has to be in the school. She has to be one with her husband, one with the men that her husband are around. Because the prophet came to her and said, one day you're going to have a son. When that day comes, don't eat no strong drink. Don't drink no strong drink. Don't drink no wine. Matter of fact, you should start now. And she looked at her husband and she said, damn, Cap told me I'm going to have a son one day. What's up?
So if I could, I want to know, these are Israelite people, right? And they was like basically brought up on the laws.
Yeah.
Okay. Why would it say don't eat any unclean food if she already knows?
Do not eat any unclean thing.
Drink or any unclean thing. Any unclean thing.
Okay. Go to verse 1.
Come. This is the book of Judges, chapter 13, verse 1. And the children of Israel did evil again in the sight of the Lord. And the Lord delivered them into the hand of the Philistines 40 years.
That's why. Because he was hard-headed. We was always doing evil. But she had to be different. She had to be in the school. She had to believe because everybody else was doing what?
Sin.
Evil. It was all eating unclean things, which is why we went into the hand of the Philistines. Because the Philistines had that horse burger, or they had that alligator tail, or I don't know what they was eating in the Philistines. I don't know what they was eating, but they was eating something unclean. Bats or bush meat. Good night. So as the Lord, the angel is telling the sister not to eat any unclean thing, drink any wine or strong drink. Go ahead.
Come.
Verse 5.
Verse 5. For lo, thou art conceived and bear a son, and no razor
No,
shall.
come on.
What'd you say?
No what?
Razor.
Razor. Go ahead.
Shall come on his head.
Mm-hmm.
For the child shall be a Nazarite unto God for the womb, from the womb, and he shall begin to deliver Israel out of the hand of the Philistines.
Now, this child is going to have a promise with the Most High. This child, you will want to help this child make a promise to the Most High. All right? Keep going.
Verse 6. Then the woman came and told her husband, saying, a man of God came unto me.
Now, she does what?
You put back her husband.
She said, yo, for instance, I spoke to Cat. I talked to officer such and such or general such and such. Right? Go ahead.
Of God, saying, a man of God came unto me.
Now, just imagine this sister, that for it to be better, the brother is not in the truth.
Okay.
None of them are in the truth. They learning about the truth. And they went and spoke to NOJUMPER. You the man of God, right? This is your friend from the world.
Right.
And she like, I can't have children. He like, yeah, you're going to have children one day. You're going to have a son. And when you have a son, just don't eat nothing unclean. Just don't drink no wine, no strong drink. And when you do that, the Lord gonna bless you with a son. Man, she go home and tell her husband. Go ahead.
Of God. A man of God came unto me, and his continuance was like
his countenance. You too, well, we had a long day. We all had a long day. I look, trust me, I understand, bro. That's why we here. We here for each other. I got you. Countenance, spirit.
Was like the countenance of an angel of God, very troubled. But I asked him not whence.
Very what?
But I asked him.
Very terrible.
Oh,
his countenance was like the countenance of God. Very terrible. Right? To help y'all with this one, think like the word, look up the definition of all. AWE. Matter of fact, I'll look it up. Just so I can be sure. Oh.
We got like it.
I don't know about this. Oh, a feeling of reverential respect mixed with fear or wonder, right? So awe is like something is something major that you got respect for because you fear it. And a lot of times you ask, what's fear? I mean, what's respect? Is it fear? Or most of the time it's fear, right? But when you think of something that's awesome, right? Awesome doesn't mean fearful, right? Would you think? Would you say that?
Well,
awesome. No. But awesome is something that's so great. You know what I'm saying? It has it's something you respect. So in this case, when you see terrible, right? The Lord was mighty and terrible. Terrible is something that you should fear. Just like when they see the spirit of us walking in the room, right? So she said he had the countenance of the Most High. He had the countenance of God because he was terrible and he was mighty, right? Go ahead. I'm trying to get to the good part, man. We only at the beginning. I'm trying to get to the good part. Go ahead.
But I asked him not whence he was, neither told he me his name.
He ain't asked who he was, and he ain't told me his name. What?
But he said unto me, behold, thou shalt conceive and bear a son, and now drink no wine, nor strong drink, neither eat any unclean thing, for the child shall be a Nazarite to God from the womb of the day, of his death.
From the womb to the day of his death. You survive with that?
Okay.
All right, go ahead.
Then Manoah entreated the Lord and said,
So now this brother right here entreated, he started praying to the Most High. Go ahead.
okay. Oh my Lord, let the man of God which thou didst send come again unto us.
So now, because she talking to her husband about this man of God, what do?
He asked the Lord basically to send him, basically, what is that, a sign, you know what I'm saying?
He prayed for this brother to come back. I pray this brother come back. I pray my wife or myself see this brother again. Go ahead.
So would you say it like a sign?
Oh yeah, absolutely. That's why we said. That's why we even brought up awesome or terrible, because that's something that what she did was, she's a woman that's not able to bear children, and because she believed this brother, she took what she believed to her husband, and she made her husband believe, and then her husband wants to learn about the truth. Her husband wants to learn about what this man of God said. Obviously, they eat unclean things, which is why the angel had to say it to her. Right. She eat pork crab, lobster sandwiches. You know what I'm saying? She obviously eat those things. She drinks wine. She drinks liquor. She's somebody you probably meet at the bar. Right. You know what I'm saying? So now when the angel see her, Salaki. Salaki. So when the angels see her, or when you talk to her, you try to tell her, yo, sis, look, you're going to have a child one day. And when you do have a child, you can't be like this. You got to clean yourself up. You know what I'm saying? Don't eat none of that. I don't want to see you eating this crab no more. No more tuna sandwiches, all right? Don't eat this crab. Eat clean things. You know the Bible say eat clean things. It's in Deuteronomy. The Bible tell you everything you need to eat. Eat that, right? And now, I see you in this bar every day. When you have your child, when you pregnant with your child, don't be in this bar. Right. Don't be drinking like that. Right? Because you want that child to be strong. Just imagine that. And she like, yo, I saw this dude at the bar, and he gonna tell me A, B, and C. So now she's telling her husband. Go ahead.
Come, and teach us what we shall do unto the child. What we shall do unto the child that shall be born.
Go ahead.
Verse 9. And God hearkened to the voice of Manoah, and the angel of God came again unto the woman as she sat in the field.
Right.
But Manoah, her husband, was not with her. Verse 10. And the woman made haste and ran and showed her husband and said unto him, Behold, the man hath appeared unto me.
She's like, yo, look, come here, come on, he outside. He out here right now. He at the bar right now. Go ahead.
That came unto me the other day. And Manoah arose and went after his wife and came to the man and said unto him, Thou art the man that spakest unto the woman.
So he like, yo, you the brother that's talking to my wife? Go ahead.
And he said, I am.
He said, yeah, I'm the brother. Go ahead.
And Manoah said, Now let thy words come to pass.
He's like, if you a prophet, you saying she gonna get pregnant, but she can't get pregnant. Now if thy words come to pass, or if you're right, go ahead.
How shall we order the child?
If you're right, what should we do with this baby? Because we obviously don't know what to do. Go ahead.
And how shall we do unto him?
Now, the Lord is showing up to these people, right? A man of God is showing up to these people to tell them that they're going to have a child. And when they do have a child, this is how you're supposed to raise it. Keep going.
And the angel of the Lord said unto Manoah, Of all that I said unto the woman, let her be aware. Let her be aware. She may not eat of anything that cometh of the vine.
Come off the vine.
Yeah, that's what it's like. Neither let her drink wine or strong drink, nor eat any unclean thing. All that I command her, let her observe. Verse 15.
Go ahead.
And Manoah said unto the angel of the Lord, I pray thee, let us detain thee.
All right, we want to skip down. What time is it? We want to skip down. So they asked the brother, "Do you want to eat? You want to get something to eat?" He grabbed something to eat with them. Matter of fact, let's read that. Go to 19.
It's the book of Judges, chapter 13, verse 19.
Matter of fact, let's just read it. Just read it. Just go.
Come. It's the book of Judges, chapter 13, verse 15.
Mm-hmm.
And Manoah said unto the angel of the Lord, I pray thee, let us detain thee.
He like, if I could, can you stay? You want to stand for a while? Go ahead.
Unto we.
Now, first of all, let's do this. Why is he talking to the woman?
Okay, I would say he's talking to the woman because she would be like, would she be like the weaker vessel? So he gotta.
Not in this case.
Okay.
Not in this
She's
case.
a prophetess.
No. He's speaking to her. She's bringing him in the truth.
Okay.
So he needs his woman to bring him there. Would he have been there without his woman?
I mean, if the angel would have came now, okay. If I could, I would see it like, this is how I will see it, but probably not. But if I feel like if he would have went to the man, and the man would have was already sinning, and eating unclean things, and he was doing what he wants. So if we look at sister today, yeah, I mean, and in the world, she's not taking her man that serious. But if he tells the woman, and now when the woman is like, oh, really? And she stopped the drinking and eating the unclean things, the man going to look at it as like, oh, well, it got to be something to it. Now he probably look more intrigued or more interested in, well, now who you talking to? Who is this man? Now
right.
I see what's up.
Exactly. The flip side of the story is Christ. Because the angel came to Joseph.
Oh, okay. So this is Joseph.
No.
What you mean?
This is Samson. This is Samson.
Okay.
This is Samson's parents. I gave it to you. This is Samson's parents, right? But the angel came to the mother, told the mother, this is what you need to be doing. And she believed. She spoke to her husband. And her husband started to believe her. And then when he believed her, he said, what are we supposed to do with this child? If we have, say your words come to pass, what do we do with this child? And he said, listen, don't let me, I told your wife what to do. Everything I told your wife to do, she has to do it. He said, look, come on, let me feed you. Let me feed you. Let me detain you for a minute. Come to my crib. Give me a second. Let me get you some beer and something to eat. Come to my house real quick. If I could hold you up. That's what he's asking him. Go ahead.
Oh, God. Detained, Shalaki. And the angel of the Lord said to Manoah, though thou detain me, I will not eat of thy bread.
Yeah, his brother said he's not going to eat what y'all eat. Go ahead.
And if thou wilt offer a burnt offering, thou must offer it unto the Lord.
It got to be for the Most High. Go ahead.
And Manoah knew not that he was an angel of the Lord.
Go ahead. Now I don't want to skew it too much. I want you to still understand it from your own perspective. But if this brother was in an unclean spirit, who knows what he was cooking in his house? You dig what I'm saying? The brother could have been making God knows what.
God.
Offer it to the Lord. I need you to give it to the Most High first. Go ahead.
Count God. Verse 17. And Manoah said unto the angel of the Lord, what is thy name? That when thy sayest come to pass, we may do
we may do what?
we may do thee.
May do what?
We may do thee honor.
We may do what?
The honor.
I just want to hear one word. May do what? What's that word have to do?
Thee.
Thee. Meaning you.
So God, and not the Lord.
Not the Lord. Go ahead.
Come, come. And the angel of the Lord said unto him, why ask thou thus after my name?
Now he like, what? It doesn't matter who I am. You know what I'm saying? When something happens, something amazing happens, what we say? Most High in Christ, meaning it wasn't me. It was the Lord. Most High in Christ. That's the Lord who did it, right? Now, look, you don't need to know who my name is. The Lord said you're gonna have a baby. I don't need to see you in this bar no more, sis. I don't want to see you eating them tuna sandwiches no more. No more tuna sandwiches, all right? No more Nikolai and cranberries. That won't let me throw up saying that. You know what I'm saying? No more Vladimir and pineapple juice. Jesus Christ. No more shots of Jose Cuervo. I don't need you drinking no more Taylor Port. You know what I'm saying? Damn. No more teleport. No more Hennessy. I don't need you drinking no more of that stuff, all right? Listen, take a break. Had this child, and when you had this child, the child, don't let no razor touch his head either. I want you to raise this child different. Something different than you've ever seen. This is a vow. This is a promise to the Most High. I need y'all to understand that y'all making a promise that this child is dedicated to the Lord. Don't give me credit. Give the Lord credit. Go ahead.
So that's these saying, oh, that's like us.
Right. So I'm trying to make you understand it, because most people think of the Bible as just some ooky spooky book, right? But when you break it down to today's lingo, to today's terms, or today's topic, and today's lifestyle, it makes it way more understandable. And I don't want to offset the Bible so much, whereas though it's not what the Bible says, but I want you to still understand the story that's happening. You dig what I'm saying? So that's it. Go ahead.
Thus, seeing it is,
and if you got any questions, ask him. All right, go ahead.
Seeing it is secret, did wondrously, and Manoah and his wife.
You skipped something. 19.
Okay, 19.
Top of 19.
So Manoah took a kid.
Now, when he said seeing this, like, why you keep asking my name? You obviously notice I'm not telling you my name. Like, what's your name, brother? So we can give you the honor. Oh, my name is NOJUMPER. It don't matter what my name is. I'm under U.P.K. I'm under Commander General. Well, what's your name though? I'm under Commander General. I'm in the U.P.K. The Lord saying that you're gonna have a baby. Just have the baby, sis. But what's your name though? Don't worry about it. Don't worry about my name. Why you keep asking me my name? Yo, bro, why you keep asking me my name? Don't ask my name no more. Just do what I told you to do. All right? Whatever I told you to do, just do it. I'm not telling you on purpose. Just do it. Go ahead. I'm not staying. I'm not eating your food. Just do what I told you to do. Go ahead.
So Manoah took a kid with a meat offering and offered it upon a rock.
What's a kid?
A kid is a kid lamb or something like that.
A young goat.
A young goat.
Well, you're right. So when you make this offering, offer it to the Lord. Meaning, don't do nothing unclean. Get the Lord an offering. So now he's cooking a goat or a young lamb. Go ahead.
Come unto the Lord, and the angel did wondrously.
He did something wild. Go ahead.
And Manoah and his wife looked on.
He was looking at him. Go ahead.
For it came to pass, when the flame went up towards heaven from off the altar, that the angel of the Lord ascended in the flame of the altar. And Manoah and his wife looked on it and fell on their faces
Go to 24.
Verse 24. And the woman bare a son and called his name Samson. And the child grew, and the Lord blessed him.
Yeah. The brother that she had was Samson of the tribe of Dan. And Samson became a mighty warrior. Samson got stories. He said the fox put the fire on the tail of the fox, burnt the whole field down. Then they told on him. What's the story he told on him? They told on Samson, got him locked up. Then Samson had the situation with the what's that girl named Delilah, something like that. He had the first woman, then the second woman. Samson had a lot going on. You know what I'm saying? They tried to raise him as best as they could. Get a woman out of your people. He wanted a Philistine woman. He was caught up in hell. Samson is a whole nother story. All right. So for time's sake, let's get into some good stuff. All right.
It's like another. Another.
What?
Like.
I'm too out. All right. Let's do this first. Give me Luke 23 and 28.
Come. 23, sir?
Luke 23, 28.
Come. This is the book of Luke, chapter 23, verse 28. But Jesus, turning unto them, said,
Go to 26.
Come. This is the book of Luke, chapter 23, verse 26. And as they led him away, they laid hold upon his Simeon.
Upon Simon.
Salaki. Upon one Simon. Salaki.
Cyrenian.
A Cyrenian.
Simon being from Cyrene, which is the island off the coast of Greece. Go ahead.
Coming out of the country. And on him they laid the cross, that he might bear it after Jesus. Verse 27. And there followed him a great company of people and of women.
So now it's a great company of people following him as he's going towards this place to die. It's women too. Go ahead.
Kamkai, which also bewailed
and lamented him. So these women are crying. All these people are crying. Go ahead.
Okay, so is this when Jesus was carrying that cross up?
Yeah, Luke 20. This is Luke 23 and 28 now.
Okay, but Jesus turning unto them said, Daughters of Jerusalem, weep not for me.
He's saying, sis, don't cry for me. Go ahead.
But weep for yourselves.
Cry for yourself, sis. Go ahead.
And for your children.
Sis, cry for yourself and for your children. Don't worry about me. Worry about your children and yourself.
If I could, every time I hear YAHUSHUA speak or talk or listen, it's just so powerful. It's just like it's just like it's like
who is dude? Who is dude? Who is bull? That's why we got these records, man, because like Christ don't miss.
Yo, not once.
He don't miss at all. You know what I'm saying?
Yo.
But then we got so many records of so many powerful brothers before him. The records, the same records that he read. You know what I'm saying? So when we go into the New Testament, we talking about the life and chronicles of Christ. And then Peter and Paul and the men that came after them, the disciples of the school, how it was after Christ died and while he was around. But before him, there were many schools. You know what I'm saying? We read those scriptures too.
Right.
So that's why this whole Bible is heavy.
Right. It
ain't just the New Testament or the Old Testament. It's a whole book of just body blows and headshots. You know what I'm saying? It's a whole book of, you know what I mean, just so much information. And Christ is the tip of the iceberg, but the iceberg run way below the water. You dig what I'm saying? But yeah, Christ always got something. He don't miss. But go ahead.
Oh God. Verse 29. For behold, the days are coming, in the which they shall say, blessed are the barren.
He says, don't worry about me. Worry about yourself and your children, because a day gonna come when the women that can't have children will. Go ahead.
Oh God. And the wombs that never bare, and the paps which never gave suck. Verse 30. Then shall they begin to say to the mountains, fall on us, and to the hill, cover us. Verse 31. For if they do these things in a green tree, what shall we done? What shall we done in the dry?
Go ahead.
Verse 32. And there were also two others, malefactors, led with him to be put to death.
I'm going to something else. So 2 other criminals that's going to be put to death. So he said to them, it's going to be one day when the mountains are going to fall and the hills are going to fall. And the women that can't have children will have children. All right. Let's get where we want to go with this. All right, let's go to Genesis. Let's go to Genesis 17 and 19.
This is the book of Genesis, chapter 17, verse 19. And God said, Sarah, thy wife shall bear thee a son indeed, and thou shalt call his name Isaac.
Hold on. Let's go to 16 and 1. 16 and 1.
This is the book of Genesis, chapter 16, verse 1. Now Sarai, Abraham's wife, bare him no children.
Now this is Sarai, Abram's wife, meaning they not in the truth yet. All right?
I think we did this.
We did this. We
You
ain't,
can do it again.
we ain't do it like this though.
Okay.
But
now Sarai, Abram's wife, bare him no children.
she had no children by Abraham or Abram. So like it, go ahead.
And she had a handmaid, an Egyptian, whose name was Hagar.
Go ahead.
And Sarai said unto Abram, behold now, the Lord hath restrained me from bearing. I pray thee, go in unto my maid. It may be that I may obtain children by her. And Abram hearkened to the voice of Sarai.
This was his mistake. It was his mistake.
What was his mistake?
This was his mistake.
Going into another nation.
No. Now, what did Sarai think she was doing?
I guess speeding up the angel told her.
No, she thought she was having sisterhood. She thought she had sisterhood or brotherhood because obviously she can't have children and the handmaid can. The handmaid belonged to us. Why can't you have children with the handmaid? Right?
Is that why it said that through her I can have a child?
Yeah. So she's being selfish. But the thing about women is you can't really believe, and we just spoke something about this. You can't really believe women in most cases. They might not be lying. It's just the way they feel right now. You know what I'm saying? If they don't have this, if they don't feel a certain type of love from you right now, their mind could change in 5 minutes. You know what I'm saying? It's just the way women are. So you can't really trust her what she says right now, because she gonna change it in 5 minutes.
Right.
And both things can be true, even though it's totally different, right? So now what he did was listen to his woman, because she like, yo, you could go have sex with Sarah, and we should have a baby through him. You know, he should have said, no, I'm gonna keep dealing with you. We gonna have a baby together. But he listened to his wife. He had a baby with Hagar. Go ahead.
Good. Come on, God. And Sarai, Abram's wife, took Hagar, her maid, the Egyptian, after Abram had dwelt 10 years in the land of Canaan.
Yeah, go to verse 5.
Verse 5. And Sarai said unto Abram, my wrong be upon thee.
Mm-hmm.
I have given my maid into thy bosom.
Now she like, damn, I did the wrong thing. My wrong was upon thee. Salaki, I messed up. Right? So now she right. At the beginning, she's like, I thought it was a good idea.
Right.
And now she against it. Go ahead.
Come. And when she saw that she had conceived, I was despised in her eyes.
Now she started hating me. Now, Salaki, because I was trying to give the child through Hagar, but now Hagar got a child, now she hate me. Go ahead.
Come. The Lord judge between me and thee.
Mm-hmm.
Verse 6. But Abram said unto Sarai, behold, thy maid is in thy hand.
She's in thy hand. She's your handmaid. Go ahead.
Do to her as it pleases thee.
That's your handmaid. Whatever you want to do with her, you do with her. That's yours. Go ahead.
And when Sarai dwelt hardly with her,
she dealt hardly with her.
She fled from her face.
So Sarah go over there and talk crazy to her, say something wild to her. And Hagar like, you know what, man, I'm out. So now she thought that she was doing the right thing. She said, yeah, go ahead. And she made something happen. And when she made it happen, it just caused problems. Because Abram listened to her. He didn't want to do that. That ain't something he probably did. But that's something that he didn't. That wasn't his idea. That was her idea. He went through with her idea and had a problem. That's the problem. You know what I'm saying? Like she said something. And he was like, yeah, you know what, Sarah? It's a good idea. Let me go ahead and pull her through the sheetrock. You know what I'm saying? Yeah, he probably did. Yeah, he probably did. You know what I'm saying? Like, you never know. They ain't in the truth. He probably looked at Hagar like, yo, Hagar, what's up, though? What?
So Abram wasn't, I thought he wasn't the truth.
At this point, he wasn't. His name was Abram.
Okay. I thought he always followed after Musa did.
No.
Like got his name.
He came into the truth. He got a different name. At this point, he known as whatever name he was known as in the world.
Mm-hmm.
But he became somebody different when he came into the truth. So Abram tore the Hamite up, had a baby. And then he told Sarah, Sarah was like, yo, now she treating me different. He's like, that's your handmaid. Do what you want to do with her. She's like, yeah, you know, you crazy B. Hagar like, I don't need this. I'm out. Go ahead.
Come. Verse 7. And the angel of the Lord found her by the fountain of water in the wilderness, by the fountain in the way of Shur.
Brother walked up to her. Go ahead.
And he said, Hagar, Sarai's maid, whence comest thou?
Where you coming from? Go ahead.
And whither wilt thou go?
Where you about to go?
And when she said, I flee from the face of my mistress, Sarai, and the angel of the Lord said unto her, return to thy mistress, and submit thyself under her hand, numbered for multitude. And the angel of the Lord said unto her, I will multiply thy seed exceedingly.
Now, this is what he told her, right? You skipped that. He said, I will multiply thy seed exceedingly. He said, go back to her. What's her name? Sarah. Go back to Sarah. And your seed going to multiply, right? You're going to be somebody. Your son is going to be somebody great. He's telling her what to do. She got a choice, right? Hagar could have not listened, but she did. And when she did listen, she had a son. And her son just dropped a bomb on Israel last week. Real talk, right? Real talk. Go ahead.
Count God. And the angel of the Lord said unto her, and the angel, exceedingly, that it shall not be.
All right, we're gonna skip this. We're gonna get into something heavy. All right. Give me. Oh man. Start with the one you want. Give me 1 Kings 3:16. So give me 1 second. I'll run it back real quick. Give me 1 Kings 3:16.
Said 3:16.
1 Kings 3:16.
This is the book of 1 Kings, chapter 3, verse 16. Then come there 2 women that were harlots unto the king, and stood before him. Verse 17. And the one woman said, O my Lord, I and this woman dwell in one house, and I was delivered of a child with her in the house. And it came to pass that 3rd day after that I was delivered. Right. That this woman was delivered also.
All right, bet. Let's get it. All right, start back from the top.
Come God. This is the book of 1 Kings, chapter 3, verse 16.
Good.
Then come there 2 women that were harlots unto the king.
Now, this is the one you was talking about earlier, right? It's 2 women who are harlots, meaning, they do their thing. Right? Go ahead.
Come God, and stood before him.
So 2 women that do their thing. They came to the king, stood before him. Go ahead.
Come God. And the one woman said, O my Lord, I and this woman dwell in one house.
They live together. Go ahead.
And I said, I was delivered of a child with her in the house.
Go ahead.
Verse 18. And it came to pass the 3rd day after that I was delivered, that this woman was delivered also.
We live in the same house, and we had babies around the same time. I had a baby, and 3 days later, she had a baby. Go ahead.
God. And it came to pass, like children in the house. And it came to pass the 3rd day after this was delivered, this woman was delivered also, and we were together.
It was just us 2 together. Go ahead.
There was no stranger with us in the house.
It's these 2 hoes, right?
Right.
These 2 women in the house, they live together. Nobody else is in this house. They had babies 3 days apart from each other. Nobody else was in this crib with them. Go ahead.
God. Say we 2 in the house.
Just us 2. Go ahead.
And this woman's child died in the night because she overlaid it.
What that mean?
She
slept on her baby. Go ahead.
God. And it came to, and she arose at midnight and took my son from beside me, while thy handmaid slept, and laid in her bosom.
Now while her handmaid was asleep, she laid it back in her bosom. Go ahead.
God, and laid her dead child in my bosom. And when I arose in the morning.
So now she laid the live baby with the handmaid. She killed her own baby, or she laid on her own baby. Woke up, took her dead baby, put it on the sister, took the sister baby and put it with the handmaid. That's wild. This okay. Remember how we started the class was it's a whole lot of stuff here. It's a lot of stuff here, right? But motherhood is very, very prominent in the Bible, and it's a lot of different stories of motherhood. In this case, the mother tried to save face. She tried to continue to have a child, even though she did the wrong thing. Right? She did what was obviously she had a handmaid. She did what was obviously the wrong thing to do. When you got a 3-day-old baby, you probably shouldn't sleep with it. But go ahead.
That's great. God, verse 21. And when I rose in the morning to give my child suck, behold, it was dead.
So what did that mean?
She tried to breastfeed.
She tried to breastfeed the child was dead. Go ahead.
God. But when I had considered it in the morning, behold, it was not my son, which I did bear.
Yeah, she like, oh, this ain't. So now the child is trying to breastfeed. She's like, this ain't my son. It's her son. Go ahead.
So, I feel like that's just stupid because, like, do they look alike? Probably not.
Probably not. Like I know what my daughter looked like when she was born.
So I don't get what made her think about that.
And my son. You know what I'm saying? Like, she probably thought she could get away with it. The sister looked at her baby and was like, yo, this ain't my baby. This is such and such baby. Go ahead.
Yep. God. Behold, it was not my son which I did bear, verse 22. And the other woman said, nay, but the living is my son.
The other woman was like, nah, the one that's alive, that's my son. Go ahead.
And the dead is in thy house and in thy son.
Now the crazy thing is she got no pics. The other sister, she don't care. She just want the live baby. She don't care if it's her baby, your baby. She don't even care. Go ahead. Nathan falling asleep.
Verse 22. And the other woman said, nay, but the living son and the dead son is not thy son. And this said, no, but the dead is thy son, and the living is my son.
So she said, the dead one is yours, and the living one is mine. Go ahead.
Thus they spoke before the king.
This is what they told the king. So they come up to the king and told him this. He like, all right. So yeah, this sister, she slept on her son last night. He passed away, and then she tried to give me the baby. This is what they told the king. Go ahead.
Then said the king, the one said, this is my son that liveth, and thy son is the dead.
Yeah.
And the other said, and the other said, nay, but thy son is the dead, and my son is the living. And the king said, bring me the sword. And they brought a sword before the king. And the king said, David, the living child, in two. Divide the living child in two, and give half to the one and the half to the other.
Y'all both want the baby, right? Both of y'all want the baby? No sweat. We're gonna give y'all both half of the baby. Go ahead.
Verse 24. And the king said, bring me a sword, and they brought a sword before the king. And the king said, divide the living child in two, and give half to the one and half to the other. Then spake the woman whose the living child was unto the king, for her bowels yearned upon her son. And she said, O my lord, give her the living child, and in no wise slay it.
Yeah. But I'm sorry, go ahead, start again.
But the other said, let it be neither mine nor thine, but divided.
Now, what's going on here? First of all, give me a broad perspective of what's going on here. What do we know this as?
We know this as Is it like sisters that's going into like the infirmary?
Yeah, this is a council.
Oh, you got it.
This is a council, right? They come to the king and have a matter. Now the king is deciding who's the king trying to find the wickedness, right? So now the one sister is like, all right, is the third. You hear?
Oh, yeah, I'm looking at you. Sir.
All right, so the one sister like, yeah, he wants to cut the baby in half. The one sister's like, no, don't do that. If you want to cut the baby in half, just give it to her. And the other sister's like, yeah, it don't matter who baby it is, just cut it in half because she wants the baby that's alive, and she don't care because her baby is dead, right? So now, if her baby's dead, then she don't care that the other one's baby died, right? That's what we're dealing with. Go ahead.
YAHUAH. Damn, so that's. If I could, you think like she was going through like this, like what they call it,
Postpartum?
God, you think that's what she was going through? Cause like,
No, I don't think this was postpartum. Think about it like this: like misery loves company, right? So when you lose something, you're okay with somebody else losing theirs.
right?
There's just a lack of sisterhood, right? And what a mother would, not necessarily what a mother would do, but what women would do in their evil. What women would do in that space where they get in. Women get into a space where they just don't care, right? They trying to say it's the right way. Women can be very evil, very evil. And they'll take that evil and they'll tear down everything because they're upset. Because something didn't go their way today. Because you didn't say what they wanted you to say. You didn't answer the right way. You didn't show them the right affection that they wanted. Then they go left. This sister right here laid on her baby. She woke up and tried to spin the whole thing. And her evil tried to commit a crime. Whatever the crime is, I don't know what it is. But this is what she did. This is the choice that she made to continue to have a son, even though she lost hers. And then the other mother, she had to keep her son alive because a demon was trying to steal it from her. You understand what I'm saying? The demon wanted to kill her son because the other son's mother killed hers. All right, drop that. Give me 2 Kings 6 and 26.
2 Kings
6 and 26. Yeah.
What you build on that?
Yeah. All right, so while Nathan went to the bathroom, I'm gonna read a quick scripture. Before we get to 2 Kings 6 and 26, let me get 2 Ezra 2 and 15. The book of 2 Ezra, chapter 2, verse 15. Sorry, first. Wow. 2 Ezra, chapter 2, verse 15 says, "Mother, embrace thy children and bring them up with gladness. Make their feet as a pillar, for I have chosen thee, saith the Lord. And those that be dead I will raise up again from their places and bring them out of the graves, for I have known my name in Israel." Now, the Most High really, I believe the general brought this out or broke this down on Monday as well. The Most High saying you want to raise your children up because you know that their fearlessness is what keep them alive. When you raise a child to love the Most High, when you raise a child to be in the truth, when you raise a child to shoot evil and deal with the truth wholeheartedly, then they'll never die. They'll never perish. Their spirit will always be here because what you raised was a pioneer in the truth. What you raised was somebody that's willing to stand strong for the Most High Christ, and you raised somebody that didn't fall to Satan in his kingdom. You want to raise your children to be a pillar. You want to raise your children to stand strong and never be pushed away, whatever storm comes. And I like to look at women as storms, because a woman is like a cloud sometimes. They rain down, they look nice, then in 5 minutes you don't know where they at, where they going. You don't know how the cloud is made. They just the cloud. It's heavy downpour, and then it just looks nice from afar. So women are like a cloud sometimes. Now, when you raise them to deal or stand strong, whatever weather comes, whatever storm comes, whatever demon comes upon them, whatever temptation, whatever the case may be, you raise them to stand strong. And that standing strong is what keep your child alive. You know what I'm saying? You want to give them the tools to be somebody great. You want to give them the tools to be somebody strong. I'm going to read that one more time. 2 Kings 2:15. Mother, embrace thy children. Embrace them. Bring them close to you. Don't baby them, but bring them close to you. And bring them up with gladness. Make them happy. You know what I'm saying? Make them children that's going to be grateful to be alive. You know what I'm saying? You don't want to raise them, beating the hell out of them every day. And you don't want to make them sad about their life. Raise them with gladness. 2 Kings 2:15. You know what I'm saying? Mother, embrace our children and bring them up with gladness. Make their feet as fast as a pillar, strong as a pillar in the dirt. For I have chosen thee, saith the Lord. The Lord chose that child. The Lord made that child to be who he is or who she is. All right? And those that be dead, I will raise them up from among the places and bring them out of the graves. For I have known my name in Israel. Fear not, thou mother of the children, for I have chosen thee, saith the Lord. Now the Lord said, even when this child goes away, even when this child is no longer here, the Lord is still in control. Even if they're here no more, right? 17 said, fear not the mother of the children, for I have chosen thee, saith the Lord. 18, for thy help will I send my servants, Isaiah and Jeremiah, after whose counsel I have sanctified and prepared for thee 12 trees laden with diverse fruits. And we talk about the trees of the garden, you know what I'm saying? We talk about how nations are trees, right? The Lord said he prepared 12 trees or 12 different groups of people, 12 different nations that they can feed from, 12 different groups of trees that they can get their fruit from, and that they can survive and thrive from. With those trees, they can become a great tree themselves. They can become somebody that other people can feed from. They can start spreading the fruit, spreading the truth and the knowledge. So, you know what I'm saying? As a mother, always raise your children to be strong. Always raise your children to be somebody that even in the face of death, even in the face of adversity, you'll see their strength. You'll see their true character. All right. What you got?
I got 2 Kings chapter 2, verse 15.
What?
And when the sons of the prophets which were to view at Jericho.
You got what? 2 Kings 6 and 26.
This is the book of 2 Kings, chapter 6, verse 26.
Mm-hmm.
And as the king of Israel was passing by upon the wall, the cry of a woman unto him, saying, help!
Now, at this point in time, it was a crazy famine in Israel, right? It was bad. Just know that. It's a wild, crazy famine in Israel. Keep going. Yeah, keep going.
Come.
Matter of fact, I'm in. Hold on. Okay. All right. That would be too far back. Just know that it was a crazy famine in Israel. Go ahead.
Come. And the king said unto her, What ally thee?
The king said unto her, what? What you say?
And the king said to her, what ally thee? Is that right?
Where you at?
28.
Aileth thee. What's like an ailment or a problem or issue? What's your problem? What?
God. And she answered, this woman said unto me, give thy son, that mine may eat him today. Damn. Okay, damn.
All right. Start back at 26.
So. This is the book of 2 Kings, chapter 6, verse 26.
Mm-hmm.
And as the king of Israel was passing by upon the wall, there cried a woman unto him, saying,
so there's a woman that's on the wall crying, and she said, help, my Lord. Go ahead.
help, my Lord, O king.
Mm-hmm.
Verse 27. He said, what? He said, if the Lord did not help thee, when shall I help thee?
Damn.
Damn.
If the Lord can't help you, what you want me to do? Go ahead.
Come. When shall I help thee?
Mm-hmm.
Out of the burning floor?
The barn floor?
Oh, okay. Or out of the wine press?
Go ahead.
And the king said unto her, what ally thee?
No, and the king said to her, what's your problem? What's going on?
And she answered, this woman said unto me,
Salaki, sir, if I could, this woman said to me, go ahead.
give thy son.
Give me thy son, or give me your son. Go ahead.
That we may eat him today.
Give me your son. We're going to eat him today. Now, if you could go back in this time, this is the time of 2 Kings, it's the time of Elisha. Let's keep reading. Before this will be another class, all right? Go ahead.
And we will eat my son tomorrow.
So she said, the woman came to me and said, give me your son. We're going to eat your son today. We're going to eat my son tomorrow. Go ahead.
That is crazy. And it's like verse 29. So we boiled my son. So we boiled my son and did eat him. And I said unto her on the next day, give thy son that we may eat him. And she had hid her son.
Now, the king is walking down the street, and this is what the sister tell him. Keep going.
I could just say something crazy.
Yeah, I know this is wild. I'm trying. Let me see who the king is in Israel at this point in time. Go ahead.
And it came to pass when the king heard the words of the woman that had rent his clothes, he passed by upon the wall, and the people looked, and behold, he looked supple.
Okay, I think this is Jehoshaphat. Or no, it's Joram. They reign at the same time. So you got the king of Judah is Jehoshaphat, and Joram is the king of Israel in Samaria. So this king name is Joram, right? So read what you was reading again.
On the top?
No, wherever you was at. If the verse we just read from the top. And that's in you can find that in 2 Kings 3 and 1. Go ahead.
Come. This is the book of 2 Kings, chapter 6, verse 30. And it came to pass, when the king heard the words of the woman, that he rent his clothes.
So he heard that, he just like, oh no. He started tearing his clothes off. Go ahead.
And he passed by the wall, and the people looked, and behold, he had sackcloth within upon the flesh.
So he like, then this place is destroyed. This place is done. Go ahead.
Verse 31. Then he said, God do so, and more also to me, if the head of England, if the head of Elisha, the son of Shaphat, shall stand on him this day.
Go ahead.
But Elisha sat in the house, and the leader sat with him.
Keep going.
Then he said, God do so and more also to me, if the head of Elisha, the son of Shaphat, shall stand on him this day. But Elisha sat in his house, and the elders sat with him. And
I think this story doesn't go nowhere. But the point is this, you know what I'm saying? Matter of fact, let me see. Yeah, no, this how bad it is. Hold on. That's how bad it was in Israel. I mean, it was hell, you know what I mean, during that time. During the time of Elijah and Elisha and all of that, it was rough.
So, did they ever get punished for that?
For the women?
Yeah.
I mean, that's just how bad it was. That's think about like during, you familiar with the siege of Jerusalem, right? After Christ died, 67 AD, Rome come to Jerusalem and they besieged it, right? So they surrounded the city, and it was so bad that we was eating slippers. Or think about Haiti today. You know what I'm saying? Haiti at some point was eating mud cookies, right? You got to survive. So the answer is yes. The long answer is yes. They did get punished for it. We punished for it today. We paying for it today, right? It's a mother out here today who's faced with the same tribulation. She hungry and she looking at her daughter. She hungry, she looking at the dog or the pig, right? You got to make the right decision even when you face with Satan, even when you face with the, how can I put this? When you face with what you think is the right answer. You think the right answer would be to boil your son. She schemed her out. She said, listen, I'm going to boil your son today. We're going to boil my son tomorrow. She never boiled her son. She ran away, hid her son. So think about it like that. Yeah, we got punished for it. All right. Let me 1 Samuel 1:1. Oh, then it's 8:56. All right, so in 1 Samuel 1:1, you read about Samuel's mother. All right. In Ruth chapter 1, you read about what's this sister's name? Naomi and Ruth. Now Naomi was her mother-in-law, but that was a good story. So you can read pretty much the book of Ruth, especially in chapter 4. How she and 2 and 3, the whole book of Ruth, how she had to deal with her mother-in-law to find the brother Boaz, right? Of course, Genesis, all through Genesis, you read about this, the mothers in Genesis, Sarah, Rebecca, all the sisters, Rachel, and then in Second Maccabees, of course, the seven is the mother of the seven. The thun. You familiar with that scripture? Second Maccabees is
not too well with it, but
all right. Let's go there. Let's end off with that. Second Maccabees 7:1. Second Maccabees chapter 7. Verse 1.
This is the book of Second Maccabees, chapter 7, verse 1. It come to pass also that 7 brothers with their mother were taken and compelled by the king against the law to taste swine's flesh.
You familiar with the scripture? You familiar with it?
That's what he did in they stood strong with it, the Lord saved them. That's when they still was rejecting it, and then the Lord saved them.
The Lord saved them?
Okay. What was this?
Keep going.
God. And were tormented with scourging and whips.
You know what a scourge is? Think like, you know that you ever seen them whip with a bunch of flakes? Yeah, it's like flays on it. Like it's like a flogging type of thing, right? It's like a whip with a bunch of different whips on it.
Okay.
But the whips got hooks in them like this. So when they hit your back, it dig in your flesh. Right? So they was hitting them with that and the whips. Go ahead.
Verse 2. But one of them that spake first said thus, what wouldst thou ask of or learn of us?
So what was the boy trying to get them to do?
He's basically trying to see like what do they want to know from us. Like, what is it that you want to
But what was that king's request?
The king's request was it your artistic God?
Yes, but give me verse 1. What did he want him to do?
Compel the king against the law against swine. They want to fight against swine and eating unclean. Okay, so was he trying to? I think was he trying to show him like if you eat this and it'll happen, something like that?
He just wanted him to eat a pork chop. He wanted them to eat a junior bacon cheeseburger. You know what I'm saying? He wanted them to eat a baconator, or give me something else that has bacon or pork. He wanted them to eat a pig sandwich. That's all he wanted. Go ahead.
Verse 3. But one of them that spake first said thus, like verse 4. Then the king, being in a rage, commanded pan of cauldrons to be made hot, which forthwith being heated, he commanded to cut out of the tongue of him that spake first, and to cut off his utmost parts of his body, the breast of his brethren and his brothers looking on.
Meaning what? What happened?
They stand strong.
Yeah, but what happened to the brethren that spoke first?
He got his tongue ripped out and his private areas.
Nah, his utmost parts, his arms and his legs.
Okay.
And then you got, keep going.
Come, and are ready to die rather than I transgress.
Go to 5.
Come. Now when he was thus mated in all his members,
maimed, meaning cut off. Man, when all his arms and his legs was cut off, go ahead.
He commanded him, being yet alive, to the brother to be brought to the fire and to be fired in the pan.
Fried.
Like fried in the pan.
So the brother didn't want to eat the bacon sandwich. He didn't want to eat the pork chop. So because he didn't want to eat the pork chop, this dude cut all his arms and his legs and his tongue out his mouth and threw him in a frying pan. What?
Khan. So like and yet
And as the vapor,
and as the vapor of the pan was for a good space.
it was a pretty big pan. Go ahead. It was a big pan. That's what I mean. It was a good space. Huh? It's in verse. You in verse 5.
A good space,
Dispersed. Mm-hmm.
By dispersed, they exalted one another with the mother to die manfully,
Mm-hmm.
saying thus,
Mm-hmm.
the Lord God looking upon us, and in the truth have comfort in us.
Yeah.
And
in truth, the Lord got comfort in us, right?
in truth,
The Most High in Christ look upon us, and this truth, He got comfort in us. Go ahead.
as Moses in his song.
You know what song Moses sung, right? It's in Exodus 15. Babylon. All right, let's do this. You familiar with the scripture, right? With the song. I mean, with the woman, right? The mother.
God, they
They didn't deport. All of them
all of them.
died. They all died, and then the mother said a prayer to her last son, and then she died. They killed all the sons and the mother. They all died. All right, let's go to Exodus 15 real quick. We're going to end with this one. It's got nothing to do with a mother, but
Exodus 15.
Exodus 15. And I want you to read this because the whole point of this is to help you understand that this book is yours, right? This is Moses' song. I'm going to call it Moses' rap. And we're going to call it F Pharaoh. You ready? Let's get it.
This is the book of Exodus, chapter 15, verse 1. Then sang Moses and the children of Israel this song unto the Lord, and speak, saying, I will sing unto the Lord, for he hath triumphed glorious. The horse and his rider have he thrown into the sea. The Lord is my strength and song, and he is become my salvation.
Bars. All right. Now I'm gonna help you out. All right. The Lord is my strength and my song. He's become my salvation. He's my God, and I will help prepare him a habitation. My Father, God, I will exalt him. The Lord is a man of war. The Lord is his name. Pharaoh's chariots, his hosts, hath he cast into the sea. His chosen captains also are drowned in the Red Sea. The depths have covered them. They sank into the bottom as stone. Thy right hand, O Lord, is glorious in power. Thy right hand, the Lord, have dashed in pieces the enemy. In the greatness, thy excellency, thou hast overthrown them that rose up against thee. Thou sent forth thy wrath, was consumed them as stubble. And with the blast of thy nostril, the water gathered together, the flood stood upright as a heap, and the depths congealed into the heart of the sea. The enemy said, I will pursue, I will overtake, I will divide the spoil, my lust shall be Satan unto them. I draw my sword, my hand will destroy them. Thou said, thou didst blow the wind into the sea to cover them. They sank as the hand. I mean, he's rapping. Like they rapping F Pharaoh. You know what I'm saying? And in Hebrew, this song makes much more sense. But even in English, the song can rhyme. You know what I mean? This is what we gotta understand. First and foremost, this ain't a Christian book.
Right.
This ain't a book where you can read it and it gives reference to the oppressor. This ain't a book where you can read it and you find a way to give white people hope.
Right.
It won't happen. This isn't a book that you can read and find a way to include everybody or find a way to make it where as though the Israelites are not the children of the Most High. Whether you be woman or whether you be man, you got a duty to the Most High. We didn't really get into what I wanted to, but you'll find that the women in this Bible can be just as thorough or can be just as pivotal, you know what I'm saying, as the men, because you all belong to the Most High. Without Deborah, you know what I'm saying, without sisters like, you know, sisters that did what they did, the Lord, you know what I'm saying, made them do what he needed them to do. We all belong to the Most High. So whether you be a sister or a brother, a child or an old man, you belong to the Most High. You have a duty, and your duty is to dedicate your life to the Most High. You dig what I'm saying? Regardless of what your rank may be, regardless of what your age may be, or what your gender may be, your job is to be who the Most High calls you to be. Now, if you decide to be somebody other than that, then you'll be somebody who don't make sacrifices. You'll be somebody who don't do what these women did in his Bible. Moses' mother knew what she had to do. She did it. Samson's mother knew what she had to do. She did it. We didn't get into Samuel's mother, which is in 1 Samuel chapter 1, Hannah, but she did what she had to do. Right? Christ's mother did what she had to do. It's a lot of mothers, and we only brought out a couple. And, you know, crushed with time, so we can't really bring out much. But that's what we're here to do. We're here to read this Bible. We're here to understand these scriptures. And every other week, when me and NOJUMPER come in here, we're going to break the Bible open and just read. Just learn. You know what I mean? So join us every other Thursday. Every Thursday between is obviously a diet, which is also a heavy class. You know what I'm saying? Regardless of what class you in, you here to learn. We all here to learn. So next week we're gonna talk about how to love your woman. That's gonna be a good class. You know what I mean? Today we talked about soul sisters and the women of the Bible. What was last week?
It was a hairdresser.
The week before that.
It was soul sisters.
Yeah, but it was another topic. I don't know, but we could bring out a wife, how the characteristics of a wife, you know what I'm saying, the characteristics of a mother, the characteristics of a harlot, a prostitute, how to deal with those, all that is there, you know what I'm saying, and bringing all of those women out, you know what I'm saying, it helps us understand that they are very, very prominent in the Bible, you know what I'm saying. These scriptures, these records are written for us, for our comfort, you know what I mean. So, any questions? You sure?
Yep.
All right. With that being said, we're going to pass the class over to Priest Novice and Nathaniel. Just turn it back. Turn it back. Huh? Say what? It was the Israelite School, Universal Practical Knowledge, out of 121st Street, Harlem, New York, under Commander General YAHANNA. Rules for new brothers and sisters. If a new brother or sister comes to the class, they are off limits for 6 months. They are to be saluted only. They are here to shut themselves of the world. If they need transportation, the teacher will arrange it. After 6 months, if a brother or sister has an interest in a particular person, they are to seek permission from the head. Tithe, which is a commandment, Numbers chapter 18, verse 21. Malachi chapter 3, verse 8 through 10 means 10th in Hebrew. Ma'asherah, 10% of every penny of any increase the Lord gives you. Go to I.S.U.P.K.com. The Zelle, whatever, however you do it, talk to your camp leader. Rules for new brothers and sisters. For new brother or sister coming to the school, we did that already, right? If you want to, 10% of everything increase the Lord gives you. Or you drop it in the bucket if you had the bucket. Priest fund free will offering for the priest, not mandatory. Whatsoever amount you would like to give, or whatever size bottle. Upcoming holy convocations, blowing the trumpet. September what?
September 21st.
September 21st on Sunday. If you want to be a trooper in the school, start wearing all black, boots, shirt, pants, headband, and scarf. And with that being said, men of Israel, Imagine, which means to stand. We're gonna give one person salute. Men of Israel, Imagine, Shabbat, Imagine, Barak, Salaki. YAHAWAH, Shem YAHUSHUA, Barakatum, Yajimatah, Sar, which means to turn. Sisters, Imagine, which means to stand. We're gonna get a sister one crazy salute. Men of Israel, Shabbat, Imagine, Barak, Yahweh Shamar Lataba Hashem YAHUSHUA, which means Most High watch over the name of Christ. Yajimatah, class is missed.